Clark, a deep three. You bet. Dumps it down. Reese bangs inside and flips it in. Angel Reese.
Caitlin, Clark, and Angel Reese have been rivalries since day one. And well, is there a better WNBA rivalry than these two today? As they battle for the top spot for Rookie of the Year, the debate has clearly gone in several directions. One month, Caitlin is Rookie of the Month, and the next, it's Angel. But if you want to know who the better player is, then stick around.
The moment doesn't get bigger, and this woman continues to meet the moment.
Using the jab step, Reese nuzzles in and finishes.
First things first, there is history. Caitlin and Angel have been at it since college ball. You obviously can't forget when Angel pointed at her ring finger in Caitlin's face. But all that said, these two battled for Big Ten titles and throughout the Final Four in the NCAA March Madness tournaments. So it's been competitive. But with the way Angel Reese is putting up double-doubles,
Mercedes Russell and scoring. Nice move inside. The bounce pass to Angel Reese for the bucket.
many people are convinced she is taking over the WNBA rookie race. On a side note, the fact that there's even a rookie race is saying something. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Both Caitlin and Angel are putting up crazy numbers. On July 5th, Angel Reese put up her 12th straight double-double after playing against Seattle and tied Candace Parker's record for consecutive double-doubles over multiple seasons. Like, that is crazy. But the next day, Caitlin became the first rookie in WNBA history to put up a triple-double.
Clark becoming the first rookie in league history with a triple-double.
And also, the Fever beat the first-place team in the league. And while we're at it, let's throw in another record by Caitlin. She became the fastest player ever to get 350-plus points and 150-plus assists in WNBA history at 22 games, passing Sue Bird, who did it in 25 games. Also that same day, Bleacher Report updated the ROY odds with Caitlin at -320 and Angel at +210. Now, if you're not aware, that's massive. Because on opening week in May, the odds were much different according to DraftKings. Check this out. Caitlin was at -800, Cameron Brink in second at +1400, and then Angel in third at +3000. Now, what's even more wild is that the next day, Angel broke Candace Parker's record for consecutive double-doubles and now holds the record for the most consecutive double-doubles in WNBA history. In a span of 3 days, these two have gone back and forth on breaking records. What Angel has done over the season is impressive. She was the first rookie since Ryan Howard in 2022 to put up 5 straight double-digit scoring games at the start of their WNBA career, and she currently leads the league in rebounds at 11.7 per game. She is literally a rebound queen. Now, even though Caitlin isn't putting up double-doubles and catching rebounds like Angel, she is still putting up numbers herself. We can't forget her start to the season on May 28th against the Sparks, where she became the first rookie and 4th player to put up 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks in a game, joining Diana Taurasi, Angel McCoughtry, and Brianna Stewart. And then 4 days later, joined Sabrina Ionescu as the only players in WNBA history to put up 150-plus points, 50-plus rebounds, and 50-plus assists in their first 10 games. And to top it all off, Caitlin was the Rookie of the Month in May. But don't hold your breath, because Angel was the Rookie of the Month in June. So clearly this is a back-and-forth battle. And well, speaking of battles, let's talk about their matchups so far in the season.
Matinee and a matchup between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky. Perhaps a little bit of a budding rivalry.
The Fever and Sky have met up for 3 of the 4 games this season. And so far between Caitlin and Angel, Caitlin leads with points, assists, blocks, and steals, whereas Angel only leads with rebounds. So on a head-to-head basis, Caitlin is winning the debate. And on an overall head-to-head stat around the entire season, Caitlin comes out on top on almost everything except rebounds, steals, and field goal percentage. That said, Angel Reese will go down as one of the best rebounders in the league and one of the best players. Now, we can go back and forth and talk stats all day long, but the reality is both of these players are transforming the W. It's easy to compare Caitlin and Angel against each other, especially when you have players like Kennedy Carter who make it clear that she doesn't like Caitlin and believes the Rookie of the Year should be Angel.
12th consecutive double-double as a rookie. What can you say about her game and how she helped you tonight?
Barbie's Rookie of the Year. There's no other way to put it.
But rather than comparing both players and making it a Caitlin versus Angel debate, why don't we start saying Caitlin and Angel?
You son of a...
Because both Caitlin and Angel are creating attention in the WNBA in their own way. Let's start off with them together. On the second game between the Sky and Fever, it was the most watched WNBA game on any network in 23 years to date, at 2.252 million views. The third game between Indiana and Chicago went up even more, at 2.302 million views, which is still the most viewed WNBA game to date. Today, it's way more accessible to watch a game. And aside from viewership, people are also paying to watch these games as well. On July 2nd, the Fever and Aces game had the highest regular season single game attendance since 1999 at 20,366. Let's also note this game was moved from the Aces original stadium, which could only fit 12,000. They moved this game to the T-Mobile Arena that hosts the Vegas Golden Knights and practically sold out. On top of that, the top 5 All-Star voting results this year literally quadrupled. On the House of Highlights, they shared last year's voting versus this year's voting. A'ja Wilson was at number 1 at 95,860 votes. But this year, Angel Reese, who was at number 5, had 381,518 votes. just under 4 times last year's first place vote. As for Caitlin, she had 700,735 votes, which was over 7 times the voting results. On top of that, both of them are the first rookies since 2014 to play in the WNBA All-Star Game. So it'll be fun to watch them officially play together, since they've always played against each other. And even though Angel was drafted 7th overall, she's putting in work as if she was the first pick overall. People love Caitlin, but they also love Angel too. She's not just a nobody, and even has more followers than Caitlin on Instagram. Now you might be like, why does that matter? The point is that both players are making a massive impact in the WNBA, and it's grabbing the world's attention more than ever. Caitlin just seems to be the more quiet individual, while Angel is more outspoken. We know Caitlin has been quiet for most of the journey and giving out flowers to others.
You know, what she's done with her platform has been absolutely incredible, and you know, she has an entire fan base that has supported her, and what she did at you know, Maryland and then LSU. Like, obviously I've played her for a very long time, and she's been a tremendous player. So, you know, it's been fun getting to compete against. I think it's been really good for the game.
But Angel is out here making a name for herself.
People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watch women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Now, I do get some people might say, if you have to make it known it's about you, then it's not about you. And there is some truth to that. But Angel isn't just talking the talk, she's backing up her talk with her gameplay. On a side note, last year, both Chicago and Indiana were last place in the East. And now, both players have turned the season around for their teams. So it's clear these rookies are making a difference for their teams. This says a lot, because in past years, rookies usually wouldn't get a lot of playing time. They would usually spend most of their season on the bench, and it would backfire on them in the long run, because in the next season, teams would cut or trade them because they didn't have enough confidence. But if teams weren't giving an opportunity to play and gain confidence or give them the experience, what did you expect? Just a little side rant. But the point is, now we've got rookies like Caitlin, Cameron, Angel, Nika, and others who are actually getting playing time. And this leads us to when we mentioned that it was crazy there's even a rookie race. Because even though the league was growing prior to Caitlin and Angel, today it's grown substantially because of these rookies. The whole league is benefiting from players that normally would sit on the bench for most of the season. And now, because there is more than one rookie producing, we officially have a real race to this award. Let's also mention before, usually one rookie would get minutes, and then the rest would be on the bench. So in hindsight, the Rookie of the Year award was pretty much handed to the player that just played. But now, teams are starting to realize that these players coming into the league have a massive following, so it would be in their best interest, and a good business move to put them on the floor. Caitlin has 2.6 million followers on Instagram. And as mentioned earlier, Angel Reese has more followers at 3.6 million. Also has more followers than the WNBA at 2.7 million, and has more followers than any other WNBA player in the league. But let's also throw in Cameron Brink at 1.3 million. Upcoming players like Paige Beckers has 1.9 million. Juju Watkins, who only finished her freshman year at USC, sits at 925,000, and she'll easily hit over 1 million by the time she graduates. The point is, with a WNBA league that has 2.7 million, one player alone could top the audience, let alone all 3 rookies who are playing a major role on their team.